before you came round. I was heading for a small disaster.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is on this makeup look here, which is a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. It's like a pink smoky eye. So if you guys want to see how I did this Valentine's Day inspired makeup look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so let's start this tutorial. So as you guys can probably tell, I already have my foundation, concealer, everything on. I also did my eyebrows. So I think we're going to jump in and start doing the eyes. So I'm going to be using just two eyeshadow palettes today, but really if you wanted to, you could probably do this look with just using the Tarte Pro palette. So the first step is I'm going to take my big my fluffy brush, my blending brush, and I'm going to focus on like this pink row here, and I'm going to take the first shade, which is called Chic. That's going to be my transition, so I'm going to blend this up pretty high. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a more pink shade. So I'm going to use Maud, I think it's called, from the Tarte Pro, which is the really pink one in the pink row there. But also, because I always find when I use that, when it gets a little muddy, I want it to be a little brighter, I'm going to take this single shadow in my Z palette, and it is called Passionate from MAC. And then I'm also going to be taking a smaller brush, I think this one, which is the Crease Shadow number 73 brush from Sephora. It's a little bit softer, a little bit more tapered. And I'm going to use that other eyeshadow that I mentioned from the Tarte palette. I'm liking how that's looking, so I'm just going to be taking Maud now, which is that one I showed you from the Tarte palette on that Sephora brush I just talked about. And I'm going to focus this one really in my crease. So now that that's all blended nicely together, I'm loving how this is looking. Pink smoky eyes are my favorite. I deepen up that outer V a little bit, so I'm going to take two brushes for this. This one is just a blending brush from BH Cosmetics, and the first color I'm going to take, because I want this one also to be really blown out because it's not like the darkest color that I'm going to be going in with, is Drama, which is the darkest one, the last one here in the pink row from the Tarte palette. And that I'm just going to blend onto the outer little chunk of my lid and just like the last half of the crease area. Okay, so I think I'm just going to use two, maybe three more eyeshadows to finish up this look. So next I'm going to take this little brush from EcoTools. It's like a double-sided one, but this side is a really skinny fluffy brush. And I'm going to be taking Bitten from Makeup Geek, this one right here. Really focusing this on the outer part of my eye, the outer V. Okay, so we've been using like pink eyeshadows the whole time, so I just want to bring in like a little bit of warm brown. So I'm going to take this Hot Chocolate from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to mix in the tiniest bit of Red Earth because it just has like the right undertone for this look. And that I'm taking on the same EcoTools brush. So to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go under, do my lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit of Hot Chocolate on like a little angled brush like this and put that like right underneath the outer like half of my lower lashes. This is another one of those double-sided EcoTools brushes, and the other side is like, it's really fluffy. So I'm going to take that, blend it out, make the line just a little less harsh. The next color I'm going to take is from the Tarte Pro palette, and I'm going to take Drama, which is the darkest shade in the pink row, with the tiniest bit of Maud to give it a little more pink, because I feel like Drama's kind of purpley. The last shade that I'm going to take on the lower lash line is Passionate from MAC, and I'm just going to use that same BH Cosmetics brush and blend that underneath everything and make it nice and pink. I really love this eyeshadow. So to be honest, I just got back from dinner. Yeah, so where were we? So now we're gonna do the lid shade. I'm going to be using the shade Chic as a bit of a base, so I'm just gonna take a fluffy shader brush. I used this one earlier to blend out some eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna apply that over my lid. I still want that little bit of darkness on the corner of my lid there, so I'm gonna take a darker shade just in a second here. Taking Chic and the shade, just a touch of Vintage, which is like the white shade from the Tarte palette. Taking the same brush, I'm taking Mod with a little bit of Drama, and we're just gonna lightly go on the outer part of the lid because I really like to have like a dark matte lid. So I really like how this looks, and you could just definitely go and apply mascara, but I'm just gonna take it up just a little bit here. So I'm going into my Z palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade Pink Champagne from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to take that on this shader, flat shader brush from Smashbox. Okay, so then something that I've been really liking to do lately is not even to wing out my eyeliner, but just to apply a thin line along my lash line. And for that, I'm going to use mainly the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, but I do only have a sample size, so it's kind of running out. But I also really love the Physicians Formula Eye Booster, so I'm just going to apply a thin line on my upper lash line on both eyes. So that's done there, and sorry I didn't show you, but I had to bring my mirror like right up in front of my face in order to do that. So I'm going to be taking this flat kind of like paddle brush from e.l.f. And I'm taking again that shade Vintage, which is the white. It kind of is a satin finish. And this I'm going to be highlighting under my brow bone. And I'm also going to put just a bit of that on the inner corner to really kind of brighten it up. Like I said, that bright inner corner and that dark outer corner are just like everything to me, that contrast. And I'm just going to take the shade Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek and just put a touch of that on my inner corner of the eye. So that is it for the eye look. So I'm going to throw on some mascara. I don't know if I'll be able to film that, but my favorite combination lately is I've been using this sample that I have, which is the Smashbox Full Exposure, and then this Rimmel Wonderful Argan Oil Mascara, which is really nice, really soft, and yeah, so I'm going to do that. You guys know I already cream contoured just a little bit. I was just using the Smashbox contour stick. So I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shaded Light palette and just the shade Subconscious, the first one here. I'm going to start with this really tiny brush, which is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. Very tiny. And I'm going to focus that right under my cheekbone, right where I want to contour. I'm going to take my regular bronzer contour brush. This is the e.l.f. Complexion brush. It's kind of like a paddle shaped, really fluffy. And I like to get this right on the end of the brush, and then I'll kind of put my finger down and blend it out. So for bronzer, you guys have seen this one before. I think I hauled it in like my Black Friday haul. I've posted it on Instagram. I used it in my last makeup video. This is the Makeup Revolution Baked Bronzer. So for highlight, I've been really into layering lately, but what's new? I kind of do this in like weird steps. So the first thing that I do is I take this e.l.f. this Real Techniques Duo Fiber Brush. I believe this is the contour one, but the words rubbed off on it. So I take that, and I'm going to be taking the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighting Powder, and I take that on the end of the brush, and this just kind of goes all over, like apples on my cheeks, my cheekbones, up onto my forehead, above my brows. I'll fluff this along my nose as well. All the places where I'm going to apply highlight, well, this is highlight, all the places I'm highlighting, I've been doing this, and I've been really liking the effect. So for blush today, I'm actually going to be mixing two, and I think I'm going to take two brushes. Sorry, I know this is a bit much. I'm going to mostly use this NYX blush. Yeah, it's just a regular NYX powder blush, and it's in the shade, I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Something pig. It's really pink, slight peach undertone, but not really. Like, this is a true pink blush. I'm going to take a little bit of this Too Faced Love Flush blush in Justify My Love, because this one has, again, that satin finish that I love. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to this one because this one is matte. So yeah. So then to finish off highlighter, I've gone back to using one of my faves. It's an oldie but a goodie, Becca Pearl. I have the Champagne Glow palette. As you can see, Pearl is well loved right there. So I'm gonna take that and go over top in kind of a more concentrated spot. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do is my lips. So this is the Bite Beauty. I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of their little mini double-sided lipsticks. And this is in the shade Pepper and Bronze. So I'm going to apply the shade Pepper, which is a beautiful mauve tone pinky lipstick. I love this. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of bronze on top of it, just for fun. So this is a gold lipstick. It's a dark gold lipstick. It's pretty metallic, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that over top for a little bit more of a sheen.
With our feet on the ground.
So you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. Comment down below if you drew like any inspiration from this or what your plans are for Valentine's Day. I'd love to hear about it. Definitely going to be doing a Valentine's Day vlog of what like me and Austin are doing that day. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe down below. Hit that little bell button that notifies you whenever I post a video. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I hit the tripod. Oh, crisis. Okay.